23 years old from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And growing up, I was bullied a lot, probably about from the ages of 8 until about 17 years old. And then later on, I come to love with Jesus. Even before that, I would turn to pornography to fulfill the void that I had with being depressed of being bullied and things like that. But God set me free from all that. And I'm just here today to tell you that He can do the same for you.
Hey guys, my name is Cody. I'm from America. I'm 20 years old, and God set me free from just growing up in a fatherless home. Just a lot of depression, a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety. As I was growing up, I searched for things to fill that void that I knew it was supposed to be there, and I did drugs, did alcohol, and it caused a lot of problems in my life, and it did not satisfy me. So as I was just growing up and doing these things, I knew something was missing. So one day I just cried out to God. And you probably heard about Jesus your life, and you probably heard about His love, but I'm here to tell you it's real. And 3 years ago I cried out to God, and I lifted my hands and I said, God, if you're real, if you really exist, can you save me? Because I had no other option, I had no other choice. I was to the point, it was either call on God or die. And that's how real it got for me. So I cried out to God, and His love met me halfway, and He set me free from every single chain. So I'm here to tell you, if you cry out to God, His love will never fail you. So just encourage you, just search for that love. It's amazing.
Hello, I'm Trey. I'm 18. I'm from Victorville, California. Being in California, I got involved with gangs as a young child. I've been in drive-by shootings. I sold drugs. I also did drugs. I used to rob houses, rob stores. I was just, that rebel, bad kid. And God has so touched my life. Jesus Christ has so touched my life that He took me out of the place of darkness and moved me into a place of light, put purpose on my life, and called me a king. And I just want to encourage y'all that someone like me who thought he was nothing, just thought he was going to live in the streets, gangbang, rob people for the rest of my life, sell drugs, and put me here. I'm dancing. I'm out of the country, out of my own country, and I'm here in Europe. And I never, it's nothing but God. I thought I should be dead by now, honestly. But, He so had a purpose on my life. And I just want to encourage you. I used to think, is God even real? Like, is this what everybody is talking about real? And He so touched me and showed me the true love and showed me that He is real. He really is. And I just want to encourage you guys that, you call up on the name of Jesus and He shall come. The word says, draw nigh to Him and He'll draw nigh to you. So I just want to get that.
Like I said before, my name is Sean. I'm from Florida in the United States. A little bit of my story: when I was 9, I found out my father was addicted to drugs, and that really hurt me. And I didn't know how to deal with that emotionally. I didn't know how to really live life after that happened. I showed this a lot of places I know. It's not like people teach you how to deal with that. It's not like there's like a class on this is what you do when your father leaves your family for drugs. They don't teach you that stuff. And so I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't have a lot of people trying to help me. And I wasn't raised in church. I wasn't raised to know Christ. I wasn't raised to know the Bible. I wasn't raised to, preach the gospel in Holland one day. I was never raised for that. I was a lost kid. And I remember I went through high school. I was really popular in high school. I had a lot of friends. But I was very angry. I got into a lot of fights. A lot of kids, they knew me as the kid that you just didn't want to mess with. You wanted to be on his good side. You wanted to be okay with him. And I remember I graduated high school. I thought I was going to go places because I had a bunch of friends. And just to be honest with you guys, most of the people that you know now, 5 years after you graduate, you'll probably talk to 2 of them. You know, I talked to one person that I graduated with. I had every kid in the entire graduating class was cool with me, and I still talked to one of them. You know, and I thought I was going to go places because I had popularity in high school and I had all these friends. I thought I had the world going for me. Shortly after I graduated, there was nothing to take up my time anymore, so I started to drink, and I started drinking more and more. Within a few months after my graduation, by the time the next school year started up and the people that were coming behind me that were getting ready to graduate, by the time they started school, I was an alcoholic. I was addicted to alcohol. It wasn't fun for me anymore. It wasn't just, let's go out and have fun with my friends. Let's just go out and have a couple drinks and laugh. At this point in my life, it controlled me. My mother kicked me out of the house. I tried to get my own apartment, but because of how much I was drinking, I could never keep money in my pocket. I couldn't pay my bills. I wound up homeless in just 2 months after I was kicked out. I tried the apartment, didn't work out. So I wound up homeless. I'm living in a garage at this point in my life. I'm still drinking. I'm drunk at the job. I'm about to get fired. And I remember I got invited to a church by a girl who went to church. I didn't really like it, but I was trying to make that girl happy. So I was like, well, maybe I'll just go, you know, not get saved or anything, but, you know, she'll be happy that I showed up. I was smoking weed before I went. I showed up high. I had alcohol in the trunk of the car, of her car. She kind of already knew that I wasn't really going to get saved. And I walked in, and just to be transparent, my first thought was I thought Christian music sucked. Was my first thought. I was not trying to get saved. I remember I walked in, I heard the music, I wasn't really feeling it, and then out of nowhere, the Holy Spirit touched me. And it was unlike anything I'd ever felt before. I tried the drugs, I tried the alcohol, I tried sex, I had the popularity, I've done the fights, I've done the adrenaline, I've done the crimes, I've done it. But in this moment, I felt something I'd never experienced before in my life. Holy Spirit touched me. God touched me in that moment, gave me the love of a Father that I never had. Gave me love that I never experienced. And I'm here to tell you guys today, we've gone down every road you could imagine to go down. We've tried it. We've tried what you think you might want to try, what you think isn't that bad now, and it makes you feel good in the moment. We've tried it, and I'm telling you, at the end of that road, it's empty. At the end of that road, it's broken. And at the end of that road, Christ is waiting. And he's still there for you. And he was there for me in that moment. And he broke the chains of alcoholic addiction off of my life. I used to, if I didn't drink, I would start to get hot and sweaty, and I'd shake, and I'd get very angry. And after that moment, I never picked up a drink again. And I didn't go through that. I didn't get hot. I didn't get sweaty. I didn't get angry. I felt peace that I never had before. I was healed from the hurt that my father gave me. I was able to forgive my father. I was able to love people again. I was able to smile and it not be fake anymore. And God did all that in just one moment that I gave to him. And he did all of that in me. And I just want to encourage any one of you that's in here. You know, I was sharing with the group earlier, is that all of us have a story. All of us have a testimony. All of us come from something. We all have struggles. You know, yeah, this is a Christian school, but there's people here, I guarantee you, that struggle. There's people here, I guarantee you, that are hurt in their heart. And I just want to encourage you guys, if that's you when you're hurt, come to Christ, come to Jesus. If it's someone you know, help them come to Jesus. Nothing else is going to fulfill the longing of their heart, I promise. But, Marcus.
This man Jesus that they're speaking about, this man who took the cross for everybody who's in this room, he's here right now in this moment. He's in this room right now, and he's just filling my heart up with just love right now. And I believe if you open up your heart right now, you're going to feel his love, you're going to feel his presence, you're going to feel his touch. He wants to wrap his arms around you in this moment. And you know, I was just like Sean. I wasn't from a church background. I didn't know about church. I was also very well liked in school. I had a lot of friends. I had a lot of status and popularity. I was that kid who I liked to party. I liked to smoke weed. I liked to do the drugs. I liked to have sex. All these things that I thought was cool. I thought these things were cool in high school. These things fulfilled me. But I was using these things and I was doing these things to fill a void that was inside of me. I was empty on the inside. And truly, all I wanted was love. Truly, I just wanted the acceptance. And finally, a year ago, I just said, God, I want you. I need you in my life. And he gave me the love of a father. He gave me the love that I always longed for, that I always desired. And it's so real. Maybe you guys go to church. Maybe you guys don't go to church. I don't know. But I do know that this is not religion. This is a relationship. This man wants a relationship with you. He calls you beautiful daughter. He calls you awesome son. He's well pleased with you. And he doesn't care what you've done. He doesn't care what you look like. He doesn't care what you do. He doesn't care about your past. He accepts you for who you are, and he wants you now in this moment. He's going to change your life, and he's going to give you love. He's going to give you joy. The sky is the limit for you. You're meant to do more than just be in a classroom, get a job, pay bills, and then die. You have purpose and you have destiny in your life. He wants to do amazing things with you, so just trust in him. Know that he's always there, and he can pull you out of any struggle. He can reach down and he can lift you up no matter how low you are, no matter how bad it is, and he just wants to do it now. So I just really pray that you'll just accept him into your heart. He wants you just as you are. He doesn't matter. You don't earn his love. You can't earn it. You can't work for it. He already loves you. He already cares for you. So I just pray that you'll just accept his love.
I'm just going to share some stats with you guys about certain things that's happening in America, and I'm sure that you can relate here in Holland as well. And it says suicide takes nearly 30,000 lives each year in America. A lot of people struggle with depression. They tend to hurt themselves, take it out of themselves. But Jesus is obviously the only solution that can really fill that void inside, that hurt inside. Just as Cody said, he was dealing with suicidal thoughts and things like that. And Jesus was the only one that could truly fulfill his heart. He tried everything else, but only Jesus was the one that really satisfied. Around 700,000 teen girls between the ages of 17 and 19 are pregnant. From 1973 to 2012, around 55 million abortions have happened in America. About 17 million people suffer from alcohol addiction each year. This is Sean. He's one of those stats from a while ago. But God came into his life and set him free. And about 20 million Americans aged from the age 12 or older have used an illegal drug in America. And in America, weed is legal. We have all kinds of drugs, and a lot of our guys have tried them, and it hasn't satisfied them. And it's like I said before, Jesus is the only one that truly satisfies, and he wants a true relationship with each and every one of you, and he loves each and every one of you so much, and that's all he really wants.
And I believe, as Jared was saying, I believe these issues aren't just for America, but I believe these issues reach across borders. I believe these issues are for Europe, they're for Asia, they're for Africa. That we see kids, we see people that they don't know where to turn, they don't know what to turn to, who to turn to. And I was sharing with the group earlier, ultimately we want to be accepted. That's just the cry of humanity, is that we want someone to love us. We want someone to care for us. That's what it all breaks down to, is that we just want someone that cares. We want someone that's there for us no matter what. And I want to encourage any one of you today that, you might be looking into, different things, that Jesus cares. Christ cares for you. God cares for you. He's not a silent, Stone Age God that can't relate to you anymore. That he's alive and he hears you and he feels you and he understands you and he loves you and he wants you. He's not just the God who's stuck in pages of our Bibles and stuck in the steeples of our churches, but he's a God who wants in your heart. And that has never changed, and it never will change. So I want to encourage any one of you that you might be turning to, you might be turning to alcohol, drugs, sex, whatever you might be looking into. Some of this, you could just be looking at education, money. You could be looking at a job and thinking that that's going to fulfill you, that's going to make you happy. Clothes, that's going to make me happy. Popularity, that's going to make me happy. None of this is going to make you happy. None of this is going to fulfill your heart like God can fulfill your heart, like God can truly love you more than anything you've ever experienced before. So I really want to encourage that today. Your teacher wants us to break up into groups, and we're going to go to different tables. And I really want to encourage you guys, be open. You can ask us anything. Anything. I mean, like, we've done some grimy, dirty stuff. Okay? For real, we've done some dirty stuff. So anything you ask us, we're not going to be shocked. We're not going to be surprised. If you guys have a question about the faith, I've been saved for 4 years and I know almost nothing. But I'll give you whatever I know, whatever I can to help you guys. You just ask any question. There's no question that's off limits to us. So I guess we'll break up. We got 4 tables in here?
Let's